Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, I'm gonna be making a Halloween Ends video talking about the infamous Corey Cunningham. Um, I know I haven't made any type of video in a while with horror updates. But I just been busy and just like there's been so many Halloween Ends news coming out lately, so it's been kind of hard to just cover everything. But I really did want to talk about this Corey stuff because, like, we got a few images and videos that I want to show you guys that, like, really makes me question his character even more because, like, you guys know with Corey Cunningham, he was, introduced in the Halloween Ends trailer, and, there was a whole bunch of rumors that ended up surfacing about him, and, with people saying that he's gonna be like a killer or he's gonna be framed for like murdering the kid he was babysitting, and it was just like all this stuff that was coming out about him and all these plot synopses and all that stuff, and basically it ended up leading into all this of how we think of him now as a character. And I've made a lot of videos about it. I made a lot of theory videos about it. And for a while I kind of been saying, I don't really think it'll happen anymore just because I feel like it's kind of unbelievable at this point. Like, I felt like at first I kind of not completely bought into it, but somewhat did. But then it got to a point where I was just like, I don't know anymore. I kind of don't think it'll happen, but I guess I was just like, we'll see. But now I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like a 50-50 chance here. Because, and this is just my opinion, but like, it's just weird because, like, um, we know Corey's dating Allison, right? He's dating Allison, and he's like, basically, um, we know him, Lori, and Allison eventually all come together and they start working together. We saw multiple pictures with of them talking to each other and all this stuff. So we know that Corey's gonna be somewhat of a I can't talk. Corey's gonna be somewhat of a relevant character with Lori and Allison. He's gonna be at the forefront of, he's going to be that type of character who has like a main, role in there, you know, along with Laurie and Allison. So I feel like he basically, with him having a bigger role for this movie, I feel like, um, with all these, because, there's a lot of theories of just people saying he's going to be a killer, but then there's people saying that he's not going to be a killer. And then we got this video that I'm gonna show you guys, where it basically confirms it was like a little short, because we're getting like so many short TV spot trailers, like just little 30-second TV spot trailers that keep releasing, and like so many pictures as well. And I'm not gonna lie, some of them I feel like are showing a little too much, but I don't know. But I just felt like, um, yeah, I basically got this from like a short 30-second TV spot. I have like two videos of them. And what's it called? Like, I don't know, because like this TV spot basically confirms that Corey survived his attack in the sewers. Because we saw Corey, in the trailer, he gets attacked. Michael comes out and he chokes him. And then, like, we were just wondering, like, does Corey die or does he not? This TV spot that's like 30 seconds basically confirms it. I mean, we basically know now that he definitely survived. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys the video. So yeah, you guys basically saw the video. Hopefully the audio was well on the screen recording, but yeah, basically that confirms that Corey survived, because Corey literally went in there. We saw him get choked, and we saw Michael towering over him, and then he like escaped in that scene that we saw him leave the sewer. Um, and then he like tells Allison or Lori that Michael's coming for you or whatever and whatnot. And then like and then what's it called? He says that he looked Michael into his eyes and whatnot. And yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like it should have been kept kind of like a mystery of whether he survived or not. Cause um, I don't know. I feel like it would have been better. They would have just not revealed that he survived. But I mean, it's whatever, I guess. But it kind of brought a lot of like attention and theories like of why Corey even went in the sewer in the first place. Because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering that, like, why would Corey even go there in the first place? Like, because like, was he being framed because he was being framed for that murdering that kid that he was babysitting? Because he was framed for that, and the town probably thinks he's a murderer or something, and he just ran away and hid in the sewers or something. Like, is that why he went there to the sewers, or did he go there because he was looking for Michael Myers for whatever reason? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just weird, and like I don't know. Like, hopefully, I'm excited to see just Halloween Ends in general, but just this Corey character has me kind of intrigued, like in a positive way and in a negative way. Just because, like, I don't know, I'm kind of nervous with how they're gonna handle his character. I mean, it just seems like he's gonna have like this big role in the movie, and I don't know, man. He's just like he's supposed to be like this big character for Halloween Ends, and he's gonna have this major role, and he's gonna just be like he's barely a new introduced character. We didn't. He was not a character that was ever fleshed out. You know, like in Halloween Kills or Halloween 2018. Like he's just a random new introduced character who's now at the forefront for Halloween Ends, and he's gonna have like this big role for it. And it's just like I don't know why though. Like why would they do that? Like I don't know. I just feel like if they execute his character properly, whatever he's gonna be, then I guess it could work. But I just don't really see what exactly is the point of having him be like this major role type character. What exactly is that point? And why is he, randomly being brought into this franchise if he was so important? Like why is he barely being brought up now? Like I don't know. Hopefully Halloween ends answers that question whenever we see it. But I mean I just hope his character is executed properly, whatever he's gonna be. And yeah, that's basically why I'm kind of nervous, but also just because I'm excited at the same time, though, just because I don't know, it kind of, regardless of all the theories about him, like I feel like it's kind of just, you know, like it kind of just urges you to just want to know, like, oh my gosh, like what is he gonna be? Like, is he gonna be this? Is he gonna be that? Like, you know, we just don't know. But yeah, it's basically for me, it's like exciting and nervous at the same time. I hope, whatever, like I said, whatever type of character he is, he has at least some type of value for the story if he really is going to be like a big character. Because, or else, why would you have him as like a big character type role if you're not going to have his character have any, like, you know, any value or sense into it? Like, if he doesn't play any type of like important type of, just character for Halloween Ends, then why would you just, you know, have him as like a major role type character in the first place? Like it just doesn't really make sense. But I don't know. Who knows? And then we have another video um 30-second clip where he's like arguing with Lori about Allison. I'm gonna show you guys it right now. So yeah, you guys basically saw the video. Um, Lori's basically like pushing Corey away and basically is like, hey, like just stay out of Allison's business, stay out of her way. You guys don't need to be together anymore. Just leave this, just leave all this business uh, out of your path. Stay out of it and just leave us alone. That's basically what Lori's telling Corey, and Corey's like, nah, this is all your fault. You're the one that invited me here. You're the one that, brought me here, and now you're trying to blame it on me. Like, this is all my fault, and you're trying to push me away. So I don't know. Like when Corey said that Lori invited him, and she's the one that brought him there. I don't know if it's because she, he was framed. Like I said, he was framed for the murder of the kid he was babysitting. And then everyone thought he was like, the whole town probably thought he was like some type of criminal. But then Lori and Allison realized that he was innocent, so they decided to help him and they invited him. And, they decided to stick by his side. And, like, I don't know if that's what he means by Lori invited him, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. And then he clearly, you know, is trying to stand by Allison's side. No matter what, he doesn't want to listen to Lori. He just wants to stay by her side because, they're obviously in a relationship. And he's like, oh, if I can't have her, no one can. Which I don't know. I really hope Corey as well isn't some type of like piece of crap type character where he's just like just kind of a dick, you know. I don't want him to be that type of character. Kind of like how Cameron was in Halloween 2018. He was kind of like, just a douchebag in that movie to Allison. And I hope Corey's not that way neither, because like I don't know. I mean, in Halloween Kills, I somewhat started to like Cameron, and I kind of like he kind of got a somewhat of a redemption arc, you know. So I somewhat cared for his character a little bit, but at the same time, like I just don't want Corey to be that same way as well. Like, they just make him a douchebag to Allison and Lori and everyone. He's just an unlikable character. Like, come on, if you're you're gonna have him be a main character as well, like I said, you can't have him be a freaking douchebag. Like, no one's gonna want to see him for the for no one's gonna want to see him with a large amount of screen time, and every time he's on the screen, he's just a freaking douchebag and an unlikable character. No one's gonna want to see that. So yeah, I really hope he's not a freaking. Um, I really hope he's not. He's not that type of character. But yeah, and he clearly loves Allison, but I just feel like either he ends up in the end of the movie, he ends up surviving or he ends up dying. And I'm just curious if like because if he does survive, will Allison be alive as well, or will she die, or will he die and Allison survive? Like I don't know, because like it's just kind of weird. Like I just don't know if he ever actually will die. Since we know he doesn't die in the sewer when he gets attacked by Michael. And like you know, I saw Killjoy Jake's video, like, just like yesterday, I think. and he was talking about this stuff that I'm talking about in this video with Corey. And he talked about how he thinks Corey's like he did something wrong because like with him with Corey saying that he looked into Michael's eyes and he sounds so scared and petrified, and he thinks Killjoy Jake said that he thinks Corey did something wrong, like he probably like like murdered someone, or he probably um just committed a crime or something. Like um I don't know. I don't think that necessarily means that, but I definitely do think that it is kind of like just weird. Like I said, I feel like it's kind of 50-50 at this point with Corey's character. Like he's either a killer or he's not. They could play it either route and go either way, but I just feel like it really, for me, in my opinion, it's a 50-50 chance. Like it just, with everything that's been released about him and all this stuff, like who knows? Like he could just be using Allison and Lori just to like try to make himself look innocent, but he's actually not. That definitely could be the case, and he definitely could be a villain. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, we'll just have to wait and see. But I don't think Michael Michael's evil or anything like that will like freaking possess Corey, like how people were saying. Like, because if Corey does become evil, I feel like you're better off just making him a killer, and he decides to kill on his own at his own will, rather than have Corey be possessed by Michael's evil, and then like Corey starts killing people because of that. Like I feel like that's even more stupid. Like why would like I definitely wouldn't want that neither. But like that's just even worse. But I don't know. Like I don't think that'll happen. But yeah, I feel like that. If you're gonna have Corey be a killer, at least have him just be a killer because he wants to be a killer, not because he got possessed by Michael's evil and now he's going on a whole murder spree. Like that's just dumb. Like, but I don't know. Like it's just like I said, Corey could be using Lori and Allison to make himself look innocent, and he probably did kill the kid he was babysitting. Like it all could be some type of like reverse red herring, kind of like I said, I've used this example before, but kind of like how Billy was in Scream 1, where he was like he was obviously Sydney's boyfriend, but he was like made to just be like this creepy boyfriend, and he was made to look all like just like weird, and just he gave off just these killer vibes from the beginning. But like it got to the point where we were like, nah, he can't be the killer. There's no way Billy's the killer. He's too obvious. He's way too obvious. And then in the end of the movie, well, during the movie, there were so many times where it like we had these just these big freaking curveballs where we were like, oh my gosh, like yeah, he's definitely not the killer because he got framed. He got sent to jail, and it's too early in the movie. Like there's no way he's the killer. And then later on throughout the movie, he was made to look creepy again whenever he was in the house with Sydney, and then like they were talking to each other, and he's like, "What I have to do to prove to you that I'm not a killer?" And he was made to look creepy once again. But then another curveball, he freaking so-called dies by Ghostface, which was Stu, and then in the end, like I said, another curveball. It was revealed he actually was the killer, and he faked his death. So what if Corey's like similar to that? Like what if he's like a reverse red herring, where it's like he's made to look like a killer, but we think he's not because like he's we think he's not because he's probably just being framed for everything. He's probably just being he's just a misunderstood character. Like he's not actually a killer. He never killed the kid he was babysitting. He's not actually a copycat killer. He's none of that. He's just he's being framed for everything, but then boom, we Corey reveals himself to be the copycat killer, and then basically they did a reverse red herring with his character. Like they made him obvious. They made us think he was all this. He was a killer to begin with, but we kind of doubted ourselves. But then in the end, he did reveal himself to be the copycat killer. So then, like I said, reverse red herring, reverse psychology. That's what they could be doing with Corey's character. But at the same time, I don't know. Like it just, like I said, it all depends on execution. I do agree with Killjoy Jake. Like I do think that like Corey shouldn't even be this big type of character to begin with. Like I feel like with Corey, he should just be a character that like has a small role in the movie, and he's just someone that he's made to look suspicious, and he's made to look like a killer, but he's actually not, and he's innocent. And then like we we what's it called? He goes to the sewers, and then Michael comes out and attacks him, and then that's what wakes Michael up and makes Michael want to come back to Haddonfield and start killing again. And that's what ends up eventually leading Michael and Laurie to cross paths to each other. And then that's whenever the whole fight between them happens. And like I feel like Corey should be just used as that type of ploy. Just he's used as that plot device of like bringing Laurie and Michael together. Like I do agree with Killjoy Jake on that. Like I feel like Corey should definitely not be having this big character role that he's supposedly having. Like I feel like it's kind of just weird. Like I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of going on a whole rant at this point, but like, let me know what you guys feel about Corey Cunningham. Like, do you guys think he's a killer? Do you guys think he's not a killer? Me personally, I think it's kind of like a 50-50 chance at this point. Like, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I kind of been rambling for a while now. Um, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is he a killer? Is he not? Is it a 50-50 chance? Um is it possible? Is it not possible? Let me know what you guys think. Just I'm clearly curious to hear your guys' opinions in the comments below. Um, and yeah, that's basically the Halloween ends news that I got for you guys today. I know there was a whole bunch of other pictures that I wanted to cover as well, but I mean, there's so much stuff to cover that I don't even think I'm gonna be able to cover all of it. So it's like I'm kind of just gonna cover the important stuff that I at least care about, or that I at least notice and intrigues me to talk about. That's basically what I'm gonna do. And if they release another trailer or more marketing photos and videos, then I'll cover them. But if it's just little stuff, like I'm not really gonna cover it, really, to be honest. At this point, I'm just trying to wait for the movie and then, like, give a review afterwards, which would be my first review for this channel. And yeah, basically that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Give a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.